there are some issues that go much, much deeper than gaming. What do I mean? Well, let's just go ahead and get into it. This Indie Spotlight that I'm going to do is going to be much different than any other Nindie Spotlight that I have done. This game, Drowning, I saw this on Keymailer. I applied for a key. Sometimes You has been very, very good to me as far as getting keys to me. As someone with a smaller channel, Sometimes You has been really good. Honestly, they've been very, very good. I've gotten multiple keys from them. Enjoyed almost every game that they've given me, honestly. And so, less than 24 hours, they hit me back with a key for this game. I saw the description for this game. It was talking about a journey of an individual and a story, and I thought there would be much more to this game than what there was. Now, like I said, this is not going to be a typical Nindie Spotlight. I'm not going to go through the story, the artwork, graphics, yada yada yada, stuff like that, because honestly, there's not much of a game here. There really isn't, and that's not a bad thing at all. It really isn't, but there's not much of a game here. But as I mentioned, this game is honestly a walking simulator, but you go through a story of an individual year by year. I don't know how old the individual is. The story spans from year 8 to year 11, I believe. I can't hardly remember what the years were, but it spans from amount of 3 to 4 years, right? And so you start off in the first year, good setting, bright setting, everything's bright, everything's vibrant, lights crawling through, you're going through the setting and going through the story, and it tells the story about how this individual went to school and met some friends and tried to meet friends, and there was just something there and someone there that wouldn't let them meet friends, and someone was getting in their brain about, don't talk to these people don't like you. Which is something we can all relate to, right? It's something that we all can relate to, being younger and being in social settings. But as you see and as you go through this game, the story starts to get darker and darker and darker. And that's what I meant by in the beginning, when there are some things that go deeper than gaming. And so really what this game is about the story of an individual who had dealt with depression and suicidal thoughts. And like I said, it's a walking simulator, but there's a story to it. But I wanted to talk about something that goes deeper than gaming per se. I have been in this YouTube community a little over a year, and I have met multiple people. I've had multiple supporters. I've had people from many ages, races, genders, non-genders, whatever, come through to the channel on Twitch, whatever. And every once in a while, you'll get an individual who you can tell has been going through some things. And this game made me think a lot about those individuals. Honestly, I gotta be honest with you, it made me think a lot about those people that come through who have going through some things, and they come into the chat and say some stuff, and you invite them to the Discord and they're still kind of socially awkward, or maybe they DM you and reach out to you. You see those people, right? And I do everything I try to help those people and be nice to those people, no matter what, because you never know what value or what you can bring into somebody's life. I'll use an example in my own personal life. You guys know my story through this past year with everything that happened with me and my wife and my family and all the financial struggles we went through. And for me personally, I've never been through anything like that in my life, and I started to go through a hint of depression myself. It wasn't easy. It really wasn't. I honestly, I felt like I was alone, even though I had my wife here, I had my kids here, but you feel alone in these situations, right? When depression takes over, and it's not easy at all. But you reach out to certain people, or certain people reach out to you. I can just name some people off the top of my head: Smash JT, the homie Avidan, Saltiest Gaming. Like, all those people reached out to me and kept up with the constant encouragement. But if we flip this to the other side, to what I started with these individuals or certain people in the community that have reached out, like, they may not have that, and they may be going through this by themselves, which is what I'm taking from this game. I'm not going to spoil it for y'all. If y'all want to play this game, feel free to. I'm not going to tell you not to play it. I'm not going to tell you to play it. But the issue in this game, it touched me, honestly. You never know what anybody's going through. You never know who's on the edge. The best thing that we can do as a gaming community, the best thing that we can do as a YouTube community and as a people, is to be there for other people, no matter what they might be going through. And so this game really, honestly, made me take a pause, because honestly, like I said, within my own depression and all this stuff that I've been going through, I got very, very selfish and self-centered. Honestly, I did. I got very self-centered. And you know, I couldn't help myself, honestly. I had all these things going on. I had the financial troubles. I had this going on, and you know, it was just rough. And I'm also trying to make a YouTube channel and trying to grow that channel with content. But it's also hard to do that content when you're not motivated, because you have this thing on your shoulder, this depression that you're dealing with. And that's what this game talked about. Like the kid was in school, and the kid couldn't do school, and the kid couldn't make friends because he had this thing on his back, to the point where it drove him to almost contemplating suicide. Now, I don't know who made this. There's credits at the end, and he thanks personal people in his life and his family for helping him get through this. And so I guess really the moral of this story here, what I want to talk about, is not so much the game, but this bigger issue of you never know what anybody's going through. You never know who needs you. Honestly, you never know. There may be some annoying kid reach out to you and say something, but you never know what that kid is doing, or you never know what that person is doing, or adult or whatever. You don't know what they're going through. And so really, I just been rambling on to pretty much say, like, we in the gaming community have a great responsibility to each other, no matter what. And playing this game sort of brought that back to my attention. And so really, let's reach out to each other, man. That's the best way I can do it. Let's reach out to each other, be there for each other, encourage each other, lift each other up no matter what. If you are new to the community, or you just stumble across this channel or this video, feel free to join the Discord and reach out to me and reach out to the community in the Discord. There will be somebody there. There will be somebody more than happy to reach out to you and talk to you about some things. And so, as I mentioned, not much to this game. I can't recommend it to you, honestly, based on gameplay. Like I said, it's just a walking simulator, but based on message and story, it touched me. I hope it touches you if you decide to check it out. But regardless of that, those of us in the community, let's take care of each other. Let's be there for each other. And that's really the best thing I can say. Nicktendo Direct, I'm not going to tell you to subscribe or on any of that stuff. I don't want to go through that, but I hope you all have a great day, a blessed day, whatever kind of day that you need to get through your day and through life. Like, I really do. So once again, thanks for checking out the video. Appreciate y'all. I'll see you guys later.